Hello Libra, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your November monthly reading. We've got little Blazer the Morkie right back here. He's my little assistant and we're happy to bring you this reading today. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross layout. I've got some lovely cards. I'll be showing you some of the visuals of those cards because they are so cool. And also, do keep in mind they're general. Take only what resonates. Did I say that already? I don't know if I did. But keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates, leave the rest. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node for additional context and texture. You can also cross-watch for a friend or a loved one. And just keep in mind, these energies sometimes come through in puzzle pieces in puzzling ways. So when you tune into your different energies, sometimes one reading will help fill in a gap for another. So do keep that in mind because sometimes people ask about that. So Libra, also I wanted to mention that we'll pull an oracle card at the end for the Libra Collective. And please check out the description below. I have links to personal readings, to social media and engagement there, donations. I have a tarot wish list, Amazon wish list, if you would like to purchase some cards for me, and then I can do a reading with those cards. I love doing that, so fun. Not that I don't have enough cards already, but it's always some kind of a collector of cards, so that's a fun way to support. And well, let's get into it. I think that's it. Whew. Okay, so we're just going to take a deep breath, Libra. Your energy wants to settle in. And Gemini's was kind of poppy, and I just did theirs, so we're going to settle into yours. So if you're in any kind of quickened energy, just take a moment to settle, because I am feeling that for you Libras here. Your energy is starting off with the Tooth, which in this particular deck, the Hyde Tarot by Dan Francis, is represented by a very white prominent lion's tooth here. Brand new start to something, maybe a start that felt a little sharp to you, right? Harder to start something or to get something going. Why? Because we have the Ghost here, the Nine of Wands. This is the challenging energy. So here you are trying to start off something fresh, maybe a clean slate, so to speak, and you're trying to like grip into that. You're trying to lay your teeth into something new, but there's something haunting you with this Nine of Wands. You're looking back. You're very cautious about something, and we'll have to see what that is. Now, in your needed focus, you get the Fossil, the King of Pentacles here. Now, this king of all the kings is the most grounded and connected to the earthly energies. So there may be an earth sign you're dealing with that you need to pay particularly close attention to. We also have the Fossil here in this particular depiction, and I really like how it's so intricate and detailed. There may be something right now that needs your attention that is quite complex, and it might take a little while to work through. I am also seeing the circuits of a labyrinth. So walking the path of a labyrinth where you walk to the center and you stop at different circuits and then make your way back out, that could be a really healthy exercise if you have access. I know there are some, like here where I live, I think one of the Unity churches has like an outdoor labyrinth. It's usually in a garden of some kind and outdoors, and very helpful, but you can also find them painted on the ground too. So there's different ways to navigate that. You could just be working with Labyrinth, or you could be watching that old movie, The Labyrinth, for some reason. Looking back to the past, you have the Thistle with the Queen of Swords. There's a prickly, not the softest energy, feminine energy lying here in your past, Libra. I don't know, this is mother energy for you, an aunt, a grandmother. Doesn't mean you didn't love them, but there's a prickly, thistly, invasive kind of energy emanating here from this card. Also, the thistle, milk thistle, is connected to, you know, cleansing of the liver. So that could be the case. Some of you might be working on a liver cleanse or an organ cleanse of some kind. In the future, Libra, you get the clover, the wheel of fortune here. This feels particularly powerful to me because one of the sessions that I offer that's called closure, we use a protective embodied technique called the four-leaf closure, four-leaf clover. Very much related to this. It's an environment that we set up energetically that is extremely helpful for processing. And I feel like that's what's coming up for you in the future. There's going to be some sort of container that you're going to be a part of that's going to help you process. Right now, it's just an idea on a piece of paper, or it's one of those pressed flowers that you can make. You can go and collect flowers and herbs and things, and then you press them onto the, like it's like a wax paper thing. It's just that. But it is going to increase in dimension coming in your future energies here. Looking at your place of empowerment and how you are best embodied at this time, you get the angel, the star. This would represent Aquarian energy, something very humanitarian. You may feel particularly empowered and embodied when you're donating or donating your time. Maybe you're going to this winter season, you might be in the Northern Hemisphere dedicating your time to like a food pantry, or doing some volunteer work might be very helpful, being a part of the community. But also through that, focusing on your own vision and your own intention and how you want to express yourself in the world. That would be an important thing coming in for you. In the area of your allies and support system, you get the shell, the Knight of Wands. Now look at this. This very much looks like a womb, does it not? A yoni here, Libra. There was another sign that got this earlier in this same position here. Opening up is going to be the best energy. Opening up to your transformation, opening up to transforming emotions, opening. It's a very feminine kind of energy, and it's very interesting. You had a prickly kind of feminine energy in the past, and here we have a more opening, a softer, gentle opening kind of energy. But we've got the Knight of Wands, also very passionate. This could represent for you quite a sexy time with someone, I might say. All right, and then in your environment, you get the mushroom, the Five of Cups. So when we think about mushrooms and how they are so interconnected and they have their very own kingdom in our awareness here, and how they operate and speak to one another, and they can speak and work with the roots of the plant kingdom, right? And in some cases, mushrooms are very beneficial. In other cases, they can be poisonous. And I kind of think this is your take on love right now. You kind of have this sense about you that love is both amazingly beneficial, and you have this sense about you that love is poisonous and hurtful. So there may be some level of healing that you're doing at this time, or that's affecting you in your current environment and relationships. In your hopes and fears, you get the stone, the Ten of Pentacles, and it's, well, I want to say it's kind of a tattooed, but also a dirty, battered and bruised hand, and it's holding a stone that looks a lot like snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian might be a good crystal for you to work with at this time. This would be looking like a left hand opening up to accept the stone. The Ten of Pentacles is a really beautiful card of fulfillment. That's what you're hoping for. You're hoping to feel fulfilled in whatever you open up to. In whatever this support is, you want to feel fulfilled and maybe even accepted exactly the way you are and exactly where you're at with yourself at this time, because I see the scars from the past there, and maybe there's some fear that more scars would be created. That could be what you're fearing here. And then in the potential outcome, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the pearl. but look at it. It's quite shadowy. It's still forming inside the dark oyster, right? The pearl is oh so beautiful, oh so smooth, oh so perfect. But at the same time, it needs this incubation, right? So you may be coming up on a time of incubation where you're taking a little time inside. We'll see. We'll see how this lines up with the rest of the energies here. Let's do some clarifying with the Lightseer's Tarot. Let's clarify this Fool showing up as the Tooth card. Quite literally, some of you might be getting dental work done, or this might be your sign that you need to go ahead and set that dental appointment. Not gonna lie, that is coming up, very practically speaking. All right, for the Tooth, the Fool, that's taking the first step of the journey. You've got the Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. There may be some sort of relationship that you're embarking on that right now is, it's hard work. It's really hard work to navigate the energies, even though there's love here. It's hard to get this relationship maybe going the way you want to, or things are lining up on the one hand, but on the other hand, there's other things that have your attention, and it's a little hard to stay focused here. So that's what's in your current energy. And the challenge is there's something kind of haunting you about all this. A person from the past, perhaps. Maybe they have passed along to the other side. Maybe they're just an ex of yours. But you have a ghostly energy here with the Nine of Wands that's maybe causing that challenge and causing the distraction on this new beginning with this new relationship, this new person. I get a lot of new here. It could be a new phase with your current partner, though, if you are in a relationship. So don't throw it out if I'm saying new. That doesn't mean you just met them or something, you know. It could be somebody you've been with for a long time, and there's a new, fresh phase that you two of you are entering into, but there's still something haunting from the past. What is this? Pain. Pain is haunting you. You're not quite sure how to move forward in love because there are unresolved emotions here that are still needing to be released. Your heart is wounded. Your heart is tied up. Remember, in this hopes and fears, the arm that's holding the snowflake obsidian is bruised. It's battered. It has scars. It has tattoos of experience. And there's choices here. And you're seemingly being challenged with those choices. Like, is this really the best choice to make? Should I make this choice? I think it's going to be hard for you to choose from these cups here, honestly, Libra, until you heal this pain from the ghost of the past, whomever that is. If it's a parent, if it's an ex, whomever represents the ghost to you, the challenge, the one energy that always has you looking back, that always like seems to come into your awareness. And that's because there's unresolved pain here that needs healing. Let's look at this needed focus, the fossil, the King of Pentacles. So if I'm the King of Pentacles and I am addressing the issue of healing, I am first going to make sure I'm grounded, first and foremost. So Libra, for you, being grounded. Okay, you don't want to be engaging in important communications when you're drinking or partying, or your nervous system is wrecked, or you are dysregulated in some way. Okay, you want to find that anchoring and that groundedness first. This could also represent a person around you that by focusing on them and their energies, you will really learn something. So since you are an air sign and they may be an earth sign, you could really be learning from them. Yes, they are going to teach you things here. This King of Pentacles energy, whether it's coming from within you, another aspect of your own blueprint, or outside of you, we have two aces here, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. You've got to ground in this energy. You've got to ground yourself in the energy of healing this past pain. Get grounded first and then deal with these emotions, because in order for you to open up to a new beginning in this beautiful, passionate, loving new beginning here, you have to be grounded. If you try to make efforts when you're not grounded and you're not anchored, it's just going to be a waste of your time. Honestly, I'm just going to say it like that. Do not Do not try to work through, force your way through something. For many of you, it could be extremely helpful for you to get some sort of support. Now, whether that's my closure session that I offer, which is really helpful to reclaim that anchored space of healing within your soul and truly embody that, or it's a therapist, you might need more than one session, that kind of thing. Whomever you're reaching out to, the important part is that you find support and help for this, because I think you have tried to kind of either stumble your way around this or force your way through it, and it's not working. Let's look at this Queen of Swords, the Thistle from the past. The person from the past, the spiky, thorny, little bit itchy, little bit irritating. I mean, definitely could have absolutely and probably was somebody you loved, okay? Their shadow side, their sharper side, the sharper, more prickly, more irritating side to them for you was meant to teach you how to heal your wounds here. You've got the character in the fetal position, in the nest. It almost feels to me like a regressive kind of emotional energy here. But this person was in your life, especially their shadow side, their more prickly side, to teach you more about healing and how to get comfortable with the healing process. Even if that seemed like they would trigger the bejesus out of you and you'd just be like, oh my gosh, the magician is offering itself here as to help you manifest healing from yourself and for yourself. That's very interesting. Healing from yourself. Healing from beating up against this and trying to force it or trying to ignore it or trying to focus on something else, and being in an indecisive space to becoming the magician in and of yourself. This person, I feel, or spirit, whomever they are, I feel that they were in your life for a reason, possibly just a season or just a phase. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks like there was some love there and some beautiful learnings, soul level learnings that have come out of that. But you've got this Wheel of Fortune. You've got the winds are changing for you, Libra, with this clover. And I'm going to say it's the closure clover because that is the process I work with energetically, and it's so powerful. So let's see what you're doing. Yes, this is, I get it. It's hard. I get it. You're like, well, it's fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. You get the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's heavy and it's hard. Absolutely. That's why this is imprinted on a piece of paper here instead of being a fresh 4-leaf clover. You can't find that 4-leaf clover. It's as if it's elusive to you here. But these energies are meant to be worked through. So to me, Libra, it looks like you are coming up in the future here on a little bit of a challenging kind of thing here, okay? But there are techniques, there are processes. Remember, you have to be anchored here. Have to be anchored. I'm gonna put that as your title here. You have to be anchored to do this work that you're gonna be doing. But someone from the past has taught you how important it is to heal, how important it is to reconnect with your magic through the way that they would just eat away at you, right? They would just bug the shit out of you. But sometimes those characters come into our lives for that kind of a reason. I know it's hard. So you're going to have to find the strength and the balance. And looking at this Ten of Wands, get support. So someone, look, there's a pack animal here. Allow someone to carry some of the load here. Allow them to use their strength and their anchoredness and their groundedness. Learn from the earth signs in your life. Learn from them. They're there to help you anchor and help usher you into this new way of being. Now, this beautiful star in your place of empowered embodiment here is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. There's a part of you, Libra, that gets stuck in your mind around, honestly, I think it's deservingness. That is what I get, that you're not deserving of this loyalty, that you're not deserving of this earth sign loyalty that's coming in for you. You're not deserving of this love. You're not deserving of this companionship for some reason. And it's got you all in a knot because you are deserving. And And your greater being, right? The angel here, the star, knows that you're deserving. But there's this human aspect of you that maybe feels guilty, survivor's guilt, maybe feels bad about moving on, feels bad about surviving when another did not survive. But you're being invited into energy that will be so loyal and so beautifully loving to you. I honestly don't see how you could deny or believe that you are not deserving of it yourself. It honestly it's been your dream. Maybe somebody along the way said something to make you feel like you weren't deserving of it. Or because of a toxic relationship from the past, you think you're not deserving because it was really messed up. Only you can come to the place even and go through these hard energies and the hard work it takes to heal, to really embrace this in your life. But that is where you will find your power, when you face it and embrace it. Man, I kind of want to say that too. Face it and embrace it. It rhymes, right? I'm gonna have to pick the title, but I like that. Face it and embrace it. All right, Libra, for your Knight of Wands, the shell, the opening in your allies and support, you got the Ace of Swords and the Death and Rebirth card. I love this because I feel like this is good news for your mind and your mental energies. Your air element that you so naturally work with is coming into a place of peace and illumination and clarity. So with this energy around you and your allies and support, it could come in the form of a song. It could come in the form of something a child says. It could come in the form of a piece of mail you get. I don't know how you're going to receive this, but it's going to bring you great clarity. Stay open to it. Stay open to it because that Knight of Wands is open and active. The Death card here is also represented by the word rebirth, death and rebirth in this deck. So that's a coming to full circle with everything here. And this clarity of mind, something you're going to receive, it's probably going to come from a not expected kind of channel here, but it's really going to help you. Your job is get anchored in, right? We talked about getting anchored. Face it and embrace it and stay open. Let's look at the environment with this mushroom here, the Five of Cups, clarified by the Page of Cups and the Two of Wands. When we're looking at cups energy, we are talking about emotions. Remember, some mushrooms are beneficial for the body, some are poisonous. Stagnation here with this Two of Wands probably isn't going to feel the best to you. This also represents to me a sluggish energy. Some of you may be having physically like sluggish energy impact you for some reason. Could be related to your diet or, you know, just getting hormone balance or something of that nature. So you may be taking a moment to try to figure that out, and that's fair. But I would hate to see you stagnate for too long in that energy. So there's got to be something that you can grab onto, because she's grabbing onto one of the wands, and just try it. There may have been something that you just got the intuitive hit. I need to try that. I need to try getting one of those step counters and walking every day. Or I'm going to get this app on my phone and I'm going to do a 10 to 20 minute workout each day. You've got the Page of Cups here. And this isn't some sort of pie in the sky kind of dream, but again, I get the sense that at times you feel you're not deserving, or it's too lofty of a goal for you to heal yourself, to work with yourself, to dedicate yourself to this. And it could just be because you are working through some tough energies right now. But your heart, look at the heart is open. And you have that star in your place of empowerment. You do need to keep your eyes on where you want to be, right? And you also need to ground yourself in so you can clearly see that next wand to grab, that next step to take. Because there is action involved here and there's work. And I know it's hard, but here we go. In your hopes and fears, where you had that 10 of Pentacles with that snowflake obsidian, not everything is super clear to you yet. And it's not going to be, but you got the Wheel of Fortune here again. Remember, you have that in your future energies. You're just hoping the winds of change are in your favor, because right now with this Four of Pentacles, you're feeling a little closed off. You're not quite feeling ready. Or you're afraid when things come to you that you won't be ready. And part of that has to do with that deservedness. Like, I'm so wounded, I'm so scarred, I'm, used goods, whatever. Whatever the internal voices that is coming up and dampering this beautiful soul that you are. Remember, that's just something for you to work through so you can conquer these changing energies and you can stand in balance. Libra balance, there it is, on top of the wheel, and not holding back, right? Not fearing, not getting into that fearful energy. Let's look at the Pearl, the Ace of Pentacles, and the potential outcome here. Pearls take a moment to grow. Yes. Yeah, sometimes this is, you get really down when things take a while. You have to learn how to be patient. We've got the Empress. Look what a patient, beautiful energy is. She's pregnant with the Earth. The Earth energies coming in again to support you here. Mother Earth, nature, right? How important that is. The cycles of nature, so incredibly important. And you've got the Nine of Swords here. It gets you down. There's a part of you that just wants, the wind to blow it right to you. I get it. That's the air element, right? That's the swords here. But there is something here, this outcome that you're looking for, the peace or the resolution to a big part of this healing. We're always healing. We're always going to be healing, but it's taking a while. My neighbors are cheering for you out there. They say, you can do it, Libra. This is real life, folks. So you're going to get all the extra noises. Libra, let's get you a card from the Divine Animals Oracle to close off your reading today. Libra, you got the number 28 card, the Butterfly, the Soul. To experience our full selves, we often go through a difficult period of transformation and growth. That's exactly what I saw in your reading, Libra. Trust what you feel. We all have stages to pass through in life, and not all of them are easy. Look ahead to where you wish to be. That's that Star card that came up in your empowered position there. Not all paths are super easy. Look at where you have been and cherish the lessons you have learned. Self-trust and the trust of your partner are necessary for a positive relationship. So, as you're embarking on maybe this new phase or new energy with the partner that I saw here, different from the past, that's important. The magic of the butterfly is key to growth and transformation of the soul. Going through trauma or difficulty helps reveal our true self and helps us grow into the full magnificence of our own soul and its special reflection in the world. Growth doesn't always mean ease. And so it is with you, Libra. This may be the phase of from a caterpillar to the chrysalis to breaking through that. It's a messy, ugly process sometimes, and you're being asked to really remember to stay anchored, face it and embrace it and move through it. Libra, thank you so much for joining. I can't wait to see you next time.